Welcome back, y'all, to the A&R show, man. It's Anwar here.
Slim Rita here, and looking like Relationship Thursdays. Let's get into it.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So y'all know, we went live. We did it on Caffeine the one time. Like I said, we'll probably try to do that like once a month. That was fun to interact. But when we post it to YouTube, the YouTube audience, they can't see the comments. So it's like we're kind of talking about random things. Random stuff. So. And nobody knows who we're talking to or why. So, again, we're definitely going to do it, probably, like I said, once a month. I think that's fair. I got some ideas on how to do that, spice that up a little bit. If you saw me live on Caffeine on Wednesday, then you got a little sneak peek because I was talking about it. I got some input. But anyway, so Relationship Thursdays, got the question bank here. So we were saying like, Dad, should we ask on camera or off camera? But said, screw it, let's do it on cam. So, you know the vibes, as you say. Pick a number.
You pick a number.
Why? I have the spreadsheet.
I don't know. Rock, paper, scissors. And we pick
a
final one. Pick a number.
All right. You ready? So it's 1, 2, 3,
no,
shoot.
You pick a number, I pick a number, and then we'll figure out which number we're going to talk about.
All right. I'm going to go with 30.
I'm going to go with 10.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
That's all right. You ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Damn it. All right. So 30 it is. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Okay. Best friends of the opposite sex. Is it okay? Man, oh man.
I could have swore we discussed this. Where am I tripping?
I'm pretty sure you're tripping. We did the John with Henny, which was baggage. And then we did, what was the one we did? It was like 12 or something. Hold up. It was how far does it have to go before it's considered cheating? That was what we did. So, yeah. So, best friends of the opposite sex. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay. What's wrong with it?
I mean, I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with it, but I think that, when you're in a relationship, it creates a dynamic that if I have a female as a best friend, for you, it's like, well, why are you running to her to tell her about what's going on? Or why are you, because you think about it, your best friend is a person who you're confiding in. So if that person is a female, I could see and understand you feeling some kind of way, like, oh, wait a minute, so you going to this other girl complaining about what I did?
Necessarily. If it's truly a best friend, meaning there was no sexual contact, no sexual interest, things of that nature, and you guys were truly, best friends, that's a different dynamic. So I can't necessarily, it's the same thing as you run into your homies and telling them about a situation. Like, you get what I'm saying? There's no sexual connection there. However, if it's a best friend where you guys have been together before, things of that nature, it's a little bit different. It's like, why are you telling your ex my shit?
But if your ex is your best friend, then what?
That's a problem.
So, well, why? Like, explain it to me.
Why would it not be a problem, especially when you're discussing your current relationship?
So suppose they were your ex, let's say 25 years ago.
Okay.
So y'all been just friends for 24 years, right? You're saying that at that point it's still like, oh no, but that's still your ex?
Yeah, it is still an ex, because you wouldn't keep somebody around for no reason if you didn't feel like you had a connection, and it's not always.
No, but y'all could have a friendship. It's not always
a true friendship.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I guess I can see that. I mean, I just think.
And that could be on both ends, like not just to say, let me not just throw everything on you.
Oh yeah, because
she could have sexual interest. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like.
I mean, I hear you. So if you have a best friend that's the opposite sex, the caveat has to be that y'all could not have ever dated or had any kind of interest in one another.
Correct.
So, I mean, I guess I look at it like this. It's one of those things where it's weird because you think about just people in general, right? When you meet somebody and y'all form a friendship of the opposite sex, their initial meeting is usually some type of attractive. attraction. That's usually it. It's not often that, you know,
I mean, I hear you. Really relate to that.
I hear you. I mean, I hear you, but
I'm not going to say that I've been friends with guys who weren't attracted to me or vice versa. I'm not going to say that. However, like any male that I could call a best friend, it's a little bit different. It wasn't that dynamic. We didn't meet on those terms where it was like a flirting thing or, you know, there was an interest thing. No, we just cool peoples and we happen to be cool over a course.
And that's the thing. That's always weird to me because I hear what you're saying, right? I'm saying I hear what you say, but that's always weird to me because, and this is something that I say, and I believe this. You're saying that, right? But you literally don't know what their dynamic was. Your dynamic is...
You're right.
It was never nothing like that. And I mean, my man could have been at home every night like, I hope best friend calls me. Like, you don't know. So, but regardless, because it's a little off topic, but I think that, you know, when you have a best friend of the opposite sex, I think that for me, it's like you have to be very, very inclusive of your relationship. Because you wouldn't want your partner, so again, if my best friend was a female, I wouldn't want you to feel excluded or feel like, you know, there's like a competition, I guess is the best way to put it. Because again, you think about it. When you think about friends.
Would there be competition?
So hear me, because when you think about your best friends, right? So if my best friend is a guy, it's like, yo, the fight's coming on this weekend. Listen, babe, you go ahead and do your thing. We're going to go to the bar. We're going to watch the fight. That's that. Okay? If my best friend is a female and I give you that same story, it's like, well, why can't I come? Let me do my hair and nails, makeup, and all that. And it's like...
Well, I feel the same way about some of the guys. Like, I want to come and hang out, too, even though you're hanging out with the guys. Like, don't just leave me at home. Sometimes I feel like, you know, I'm not included with the fellas, too. Like, I want to hang out, too. Why I got to sit at home or go out with my girls?
Yeah.
I want to be with you.
Okay. I mean, I hear you. But again, so, and then...
No, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and then from your perspective, so, you know, your best friend, if it's a guy, and he's like, yo, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something.
Now, what if he's flavored and zesty?
I mean... I don't know. I watch.
You cannot be mad You can't be mad at the zest.
Hold up. I watch a lot of little like skits and stuff on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and all that. Yo, man, dudes be out here pretending so they got. I forgot the boy name. I wish I could think of his name. He had a joke where he's like pretending to be a gay best friend. And he's at the girl's house.
That's not
and
really
she's getting
happening
dressed.
in real life. That's like, only for skits for Instagram. That's not happening in real life. Guys aren't really out here pretending to be zesty to hang around the girls for that reason.
You ever see I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry? I'm just saying, have you ever seen that? Are you
talking about a movie again?
I'm just saying,
false.
But no, I feel you.
But yeah, I mean, like that kind of, like you can't get mad at that either. It's like,
yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, that's the thing. So, you know, one of my female friends who I am very close with is gay. So I'm sure, like, you know, she called me at 3 a.m. You like, yo, what's going on? Everything all right?
Whatever. Guys, it's a little bit different. When y'all have the you know, female friends who were gay, it's a little bit different because the females be on a whole different level now.
A gay female?
They always on a whole different level.
I don't understand.
They want to do all the stuff that men typically do, or the stuff that you hear men do. So they be the ones like, oh, we should go to the strip club.
Okay.
We leave the bar. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's too much.
Why?
No, because they are able to pull the girls a little bit faster. I'm sorry, but they are. They're able to pull the girls a little bit faster. That's a problem. You can't go willy-nilly in with the, no.
Okay. I mean, I hear you. I just think, you know, best friends of the opposite sex is...
It's different for you guys. It's very different for you guys.
Okay.
I feel like it's harder for y'all than it is for females. Because, again, with the gay male, it's a little bit different.
I think y'all could just pretend that guys... Like, you could have a male best friend, and if you know your dude not going to be okay with it, be like, listen, I'm going to tell my dude you gay. Like...
I don't think dudes would go through those limits. Like, go to those limits. Like,
so all right. So let's say he's not gay. So now what? So now, from your perspective, so you don't know. I did all the talking here. So now let's hear about you.
I've done a lot of talking.
I know, but you're bouncing off my thing. So now, for your perspective, what's the whole thing?
I feel like it's okay. Again, I feel like it's okay all across the board. I feel like it depends on the situation. Again, if your best friend is of the opposite sex and you guys used to be in a relationship, it may be a little iffy. You can't necessarily all the way trust it unless you're actually there and you know everything that's going on. Like, you get what I mean? Other than that, I feel like it's just fine. I don't feel like it's an issue. It should be an issue. I mean, sometimes I know little petty stuff may come up. Friends like to interject. They like to say things. You know what I mean? But they ride or dies. You get what I mean? They got their homie backing us there. But I don't feel like it's an issue.
I mean, I hear you. I hear you.
You keep saying you hear me. All right, so what's the issue? What's the issue?
I'm listening
Go ahead
to you.
and tell me what's up.
I'm listening to you, but so again, to bring this just a little teeny bit battle rap. I'm sorry. So my verse, I don't know. Like, we haven't had this long, extensive history or whatever. But we were hanging out at Genesis, whatever. We hung out at Royalty. If it's like all of a sudden, like now my verse is my best friend. I'm sorry. If my verse comes like, yo, I got this show in Puerto Rico, whatever. It's me plus one. My boyfriend's acting up, whatever. Come on out,
That's
bestie.
a problem.
Why?
That my boyfriend's acting up.
Like, so he can't be the person to go with
No,
it.
but leading in with that sounds
all right,
like
all right.
a
Well,
problem.
forget about that.
You got to come up with a whole nother scenario. Like,
No.
yo, I'm in a city. What you doing?
All right,
Come
so
to
here
the
we
club.
go. Listen, I got this battle they just called me for down in, let's just say, D.C. Yo, come through. I got a +1, so come through. I need you on stage with me. Bet. Yo,
You got to tell her that I got a +1.
See?
You got to say, I need a +1.
But why? It's my best friend, and they need me to support
I
them in
understand
their
that,
dreams.
but you
and
also
their-
need a +1,
Look,
unfortunately.
you see how shit changed? Look, where is Dree at to go? Look how I come around, though. Like,
you need a +1 at that point in time. That's how that goes.
So wait a minute. But why?
As a man, it's just different.
But why? See, so now it do matter. First,
As a man, I would say, as a man, it's a little bit different. It's a lot harder for
you
y'all.
said as long as there was no like sexual past
But
or
you
nothing
can't
like that.
lead in with, and y'all just became best friends. Like, let's make that again the scenario.
Okay.
You guys
All
were
right.
best friends.
So-
You're all of a sudden buddy, and you want a +1.
All right.
And
all
it's
right, I
leading
got
up
you.
with,
I-
my boyfriend.
No, I just use that because, like, usually, like, if an event is flying you out or something like that, I mean, like, they'll be like, okay, so it's you and one. So if I was being flown out to an event or something and you was really pissing me off, and I'm like, all right, so I hit Rob, I hit Rob up like, yo, bro, I'm going to this event, man. Really getting on my fucking nerves because, yo, let's hop this flight. We going out to Vegas or whatever.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I would sabotage their whole situation. Ain't
You wouldn't
nobody
even
going
know.
nowhere. He'd be in Vegas by himself.
You wouldn't even know. But like, all right,
I bet I would have a ticket.
No,
I
I'm
bet
trying
I
to
would
tell
have
you,
a ticket.
I was
and
spending this shit. I'm
I
like,
don't
yo,
care
listen.
if it's a 3-day weekend, a 2-day weekend. I bet I'm a creep and try to find my way into Vegas. Nah, Niz.
Anyway, so I mean, again, when it comes to best friends of the opposite sex, for me, I think that there are caveats. I do. I agree with that. I think, your past history does play a role, but I think that the main thing is, unless your best friend of the opposite sex is legit hideous, like,
so you feel like if your best friend of the opposite sex is attractive, that's an issue?
Well, what I'm saying is, if they are, right? So, if that's the case, you're going to have a tougher time convincing your significant other that it's always been platonic, that it's never been anything like, you know what I mean? Like, so again, like if I'm going to use my verse for me and you pick whoever you want, Idris Elba for you. Like, if it's like, yeah, no, y'all look like y'all could have, because you think about it, y'all vibe, y'all bond is going to be super thorough. So it's like somebody looking like, damn, yo, like, wait a minute. So y'all was out at your other friend's birthday party. You got shit-faced, and he drove you home. I'm not. So what happened between leaving the thing and coming home? Like you was that, like you know what I mean? Like that level of.
But that's a ride or die. My best friend gonna make sure I get home all the way.
I understand that. I understand that. Your best friend might also try to make sure you come home all the way.
Nah, the best friend should be dropping me off to you.
Right, I feel you.
Do you get what I'm saying? Best friend should be calling you like, yo, dog, she is fucked up right now. I'm about to come bring her to you.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
like,
a fact.
Again, differences.
Yeah, listen. You know what the ironic part is? This the ironic part that you don't even realize, right? If you're saying it's different, then you would be the female. Think about that. Because if your best friend is a guy, his girlfriend's looking at you like, this and that, telling you like, no, it's different. And now you sitting there trying to spit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen,
I mean, I've had it happen before.
Hey, John, my debate game A12 when I'm clipped up, all right?
I mean, I've had it happen. I can't really, I've had guy friends and they get a girlfriend and the girlfriend is like, who is this and why are you just knock on her door or why did you call her? And it's like, I just came around here to smoke, or I just happen to,
see that coming around to smoke, boy, see, that's all.
Is that a problem?
Me and my friends are smoke free. Ding. No, but no, like seriously, like it's one of those things. So again, like I mean, if you bring it, even closer to home, I haven't met many of your, I mean, you don't really have a lot of male friends. Most of your friends are female. But you've met, a couple of my female friends.
One of my male friends, we had, she's both of our friends.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like you knew.
But they're few and far between.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying, and they're in whole relationships with, you know what I mean? But for me, it's like you met one of my female friends, and, I've met her boyfriends or whatever, and it's always been a thing, like, yo, that bull must be, and it's like, man, ain't nobody worried about her, bro. Like, I'm trying to tell you, if I told you some of the shit, you would understand why I'm not worried about her. And vice versa. Like, you know what I mean? She knows she's met you. So, you know what I mean? But either way, let us know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like, how do y'all feel about... do y'all
feel like women can have male best friends and men can't? Do y'all feel like...
double standards. Oh, man.
Do y'all feel like... best friends of the opposite sex should not happen at all whatsoever? Like, you can be cordial and know a few people, but you can't have a best friend of the opposite sex. Like, how do you feel?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. Hit us up on Twitter for sure. We definitely stay talking to y'all on Twitter, so definitely hit us up on Twitter. We gonna chat some more. You supposed to say we out.
No, that was awkward silence because I was sitting here thinking like, yo, you really tried to spin from both sides. That was terrible. But anyway, yes, no, we appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, drop comments, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications, and share the video on social media, because we want to hear from everybody. So, we know our core fans or core supporters are, the battle rap community, but we want to hear from everybody. So share it across social media, let people chime in, and, let's hear what they got to say. Anyway, Anwar from the A&R Show.
It's Slim Rita, and we outside.
That's a fact.